Hi everyone, and welcome back to another devlog for the Vibrant Venture level builder. I've added a lot of new features since last time, so let's jump right into it. You've probably already noticed the brand new HUD, which includes the hotbar at the top of the screen. It allows you to select which tile or object you want to place in the level you're currently working on. You can do this in a few ways. First, you can simply click the hotbar slot you want to select. Or you can use the scroll wheel to cycle through all the slots, or simply use the number row on the keyboard to select the corresponding slot. If you right click on a tile, it brings up this little menu here that allows you to pick whether you want to place a regular tile or a sloped tile. If you're like me and you really want to do these things quickly, you can also just tap the number key for the given slot to cycle through each type of tile quickly, as you can see here. Now let's take a look at the tool selector on the left of the screen. This menu gives you access to the tools that I showed you guys in the previous videos, like the rectangle tool or the line tool. And also these tools now have unique cursors, as you can see here. To enter playtesting, you can click this little button here on the right. And to exit playtesting, you can see how the play icon turned into a stop icon, and clicking it again will now just send you back into edit mode. My plan is that all of these actions, including the selection of tools, will eventually have hotkeys that can be customized by the player inside of the controls menu here. One of the new major features I've been working on is background tiles. You can see how there's a normal wood tile in the hotbar here and a background tile right next to it. And if I go ahead and select the background tile, you'll notice that all of the ground tiles become transparent. And the layer HUD in the bottom right now shows that the background layer is active. Placing down these background tiles works just like normal tiles, however, since they're on a different layer, they can be placed behind the regular ground tiles. These background tiles also have slope tiles, which makes it possible to add a lot of detail to interior areas, as you can see here. Now, if I just go ahead and go into erase mode here, you'll notice how I can erase the background tiles I just placed, but I can't erase the regular ground tiles because the ground layer is now inactive. And in order to activate it, you have to use the layer selector in the bottom right, where you can see it's now possible to swap between layers. So if I go ahead and activate the ground layer, you can see how I can now erase the ground tiles, but the background tiles remain unaffected. And this concept also applies to the picker tool, where you're going to have to specify which layer you would like to pick a tile from. When placing tiles, you can see how the correct layer is automatically selected, and you can't swap to another layer, as you can see here. So for example, you can't place down ground tiles on the background layer, and vice versa. Now let's have a look at the final major feature I've implemented since last time: enemies. I want to show the most complicated enemy first, which is the spruce room, as it can attach to both floors, ceilings and walls. So I had to expand on the object placement system to allow this behavior, but you can see here I got it working pretty well, and it's easy to use without any menus as well. Leaf leaves have also been added, and you can either place them on the ground or in the air, and if you place them in the air they will spawn gliding with a leaf, as you can see here. Seedles and seedle spawners have also been added, and they work just as you'd expect. All of these enemies currently have preset values for things like speed, but I plan on adding an advanced editor UI in the future that will allow you to edit each enemy's attributes. Finally, I've also added a couple of new objects since last time, which are the breakable rocks and the checkpoints. Now, in the last video, I got a very helpful comment from a user named Juice who proposed a different method for serializing objects. I was using fixed IDs to differentiate between objects, however he pointed me towards a system developed by Unity called addressables, and I now use this system to serialize level objects, and I no longer have to assign unique IDs to every object, as this is automatically handled and maintained by the addressable systems. So thanks for this suggestion, it was really helpful. Now I want to quickly show you how objects are set up inside of the engine here, and as you can see they now contain a new field which lets me select what kind of surfaces they stick to. So if we were to look at the spoosh room here, you can see how it's set up to both attach to the ground, walls and ceilings. And if we look at the checkpoints, you can see how it's set up to only be placeable on solid ground. Now if I just check the other two boxes here and head back into the level builder, you can see how I can now place the checkpoints on walls and ceilings. So you can see how I've made this system scalable so that adding objects that need to be attached to specific surfaces in the future will be quite easy. It took a while to get the calculations right, but I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Anyway, that's all for me for this time. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.